lotion. Yeah, it was not lotion. It was just bathing gel. So I wondered like why every time I rubbed my body, it just turned white. Hello and welcome to Life with Christy. If it's your first time, you are welcome. And subscribe and click on the notification button, and you get an alert every time I post a video. Well, today I will be telling you about 5 things that stood out to me in Ukraine. So I wouldn't call it cultural shock, but like those things that just stood out to me traveling from Nigeria to Ukraine. Okay, the first thing was the weather. The weather was just totally different. Oh God. It's cold. I first thought like, how did these people survive? Well, I've been here for years, but like, how do these people survive? That was what came to my mind. Like, how can they stay continually in this cold region of the world? And that was just like, it was so cold. It was just November, it was autumn, but I came with a t-shirt and just a little jacket, and it was just like, but girl, that was not what happened. It was just so cold for me. I was freezing and shaking, and the very bad thing was that we were taken to the hostel, and no, it got progressive. Let me just start from there. We left Nigeria to Turkey, and it was cold, right? And I wore a jacket. I was wearing a t-shirt when I left Nigeria. I was sweating. But when I got to Turkey, yeah, I wore a jacket, and we left Turkey to Odessa. When I got to Odessa, I wore 2 jackets. And I even changed. I think I was wearing a skirt or something. I changed into a trouser and added some other things. Yes, I added some other things on it. And then we traveled from Odessa to Kyiv, and it was just when I just knew like these people were just walking on on water. Like it was just me, just like, Holy Spirit, let me just get home. And then that was it for me. Another thing that stood out was the fact that they did not drink their tea with milk. I'm telling you the truth, because in Nigeria we had more like tea. Some people drink it without milk, that's true. But like majority drank tea with milk. I just thought like you went to me chai, right? Me chai. And they gave you Lipton in colored water. Colored water. They gave you colored water. That's just what came to my mind, and I was thinking like, these people must just be horrible cooks, or like they can't just make tea. And when they gave me that, they asked me if I wanted sugar. So it was just Lipton in water and sugar. And I was like, where's the milk? And the girl was like, no milk. And I was like, okay, that's just horrible. So that was another thing that stood out. The tea was without milk. Another thing that stood out was the language. Oh God. I expected that coming to Europe, I would be able to speak English to some people and they would get me. But that was not what happened. The language was a very big barrier. And being in Ukraine, some years ago, it was Russian. You could speak, even right now, you can speak Russian to a lot of people and they would understand you. And I was learning the language, but I still didn't get like everything, the concept. I was still learning. And for some time, lotion, we use lotion. Like some people here don't use lotion. So I just expected like all the um the cosmetic would be on Dove, or I can't remember, but the cosmetic would be lotion. But it wasn't lotion, dear. It was not lotion. It was just bathing gel. So I wondered like why every time I rubbed my body, it just turned white and it was itchy and it was just horrible. And I was like, why? Because it was so cold, so it gets dry very fast and gets itchy. So just imagine you go to have your bath, you have your bath with a soap, because I just saw bathing soaps and I got them, and then you come out and you rub bathing gel on your body. That's what happened for me for several months, and I just wondered why I was always white, until when I found out that that was Milo, meaning soap, and not lotion. Right? And then, yeah, it dawned on me. Learn some language before you come, really. If you come in here. Yeah, and if you want to use Ukrainian products, right? Then another thing, I was staying in the hostel, rather, yeah, and the women were always asking me about my hair. They're like, much not Trogat. I mean, can I pull your hair? And I'm like, and they're old women, so you sometimes don't want to get what I call it. You like women, you know, you don't want to get so you don't want to get so harsh, but you want them to know like you don't just touch someone's hair, right? So I just go like, and I say, much not Trogat, and just smiling like their hands already out, ready to pull your hair. And I'm like, no, you cannot. But before I learned the language, you just see someone come and, your hair is nice. Okay, is it your hair? That question is, if you are a Ukrainian and you're watching this, that question is offensive to a black woman or a woman of color. It's offensive. You don't come and ask me, is this your hair? Sorry, my Nigerian part is coming out with everything. Yeah? Don't ask me, is this your hair? It's the wrong thing to ask. Just ask, I like your hair. If you do, and if you don't, just keep quiet and pass. Yes, that is it. Do not ask, is this your hair? It is offensive. And you see these women, must not Trogat. And then sometimes, you know, like we change our hair very fast, and some people just wear weaves and like that. So what got to me is that they never knew I was a person crossing, like, because the hostel had this card and you had to swipe and get in. They always felt I was a different person. Every time I changed my hair, they forgot the way I looked. Like, it just changed everything. Like, in Nigeria, you still know somebody, even if you saw them maybe 3 times before and they changed their hair, you can still relate with the face. No, they cannot. They will ask you again, Kak was dealer, and they'll still ask you, Kak was avut. That's what's your name. They'll still ask you what your name is. And like, okay, I'm Christiana. Oh, Christy, 5th floor. So I already knew what to say. Christy, 5th floor. Christy, 5th floor. I'm like, you, yeah, like that. So don't get offended if they don't recognize you, like after living there 2 years and you're changing your hair. No problem. Just don't get ready. Don't just worry. Don't worry. Yeah, this is just a bonus for those that waited to the end. Okay, one other thing that you should be, let's say, very, 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 very ready to see is that people spit on the ground. Yes, they spit on the ground. Pa, 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 pa. They spit on the ground. A lot. Wow. Like when I came, I remember just like jumping. You cannot imagine me jumping saliva. And it was autumn, and in autumn, it's not yet, the snow hasn't fallen yet. Yeah, it's not yet winter. Let's just go there. And so you can see the saliva on the ground. Sorry if you're getting irritated, because I am. But then you get into winter, and your mind is still telling you that there is saliva on the ground, and you might just be stepping on someone's saliva, but the snow is covering it, right? Yeah. So sometimes I just go out and I feel so itchy all over me, like just the it took some time, but I don't still get over the saliva on the ground and the cigarette. Like, just be ready for a lot of things, right? Just be ready for a lot of things if you come in here. Well, that's it from me today, and this is Christy King. It's wonderful to have you people on my channel. Just subscribe, like, and if you have any questions or any comment, put them down below. And if you've traveled somewhere and you have this kind of, I want to say, cultural shock, or experiences that were just different from where you were, please also put it down below. I'm so sorry, it's already so this video is getting too long. Okay, so bye for me, see you next time, bye.